What is up, everybody? How's it going? What is going on, everybody? It's so good to see you. Happy Saturday. It's a beautiful Saturday here in the Pacific Northwest. Are you guys having a good Saturday? What's going on? Is everybody having a good Saturday so far? Or, yes, we got zip ties. We gotta build with no cables. Well, there's cables. The cables are in the back. And guys, it's a throwdown against Linus Tech Tips for sure, because it's so funny. I will say this, like, just as obviously we've done some collaborations with Linus and I, and many of the people on Linus's team are fantastic. We're friends, but I will say, when I saw his video when he got all of the parts, I was like, what was Gigabyte thinking? So today we are going to do it right. We're going to build a build in Project Stealth that is actually really good, that temp-wise is going to do well, and we're going to play to what limited strengths we have with the case to make sure that we build something that is actually very capable. So it should be a great stream where hopefully we actually might find out if we can actually put a 12900K in this, but you guys are going to see it from end to end, and we're hoping to build one of the best builds you can in a Aorus Project Stealth kit. Now, these are kits that you can order. They're not like your usual things where you go out and you buy all the parts. These come with a GPU, a motherboard, and a case. All of the case, and we'll show you guys the motherboard and stuff like that, has actually been modified specifically so when you hook everything up, you can't see any cables on the front. It's pretty cool. We've already done the benching. The good thing is that I've already got an OS on it. I've got games on it. I've got benchmarking software on it. So when we get there, we can actually bench this, play around with it, and see how it goes. And then we'll talk about like all of the parts and stuff that we've got in there and all that sort of stuff. But this is a normal stream, guys. So we're back. Yesterday was chill and build and game. Today is back to hype build, showcase builds, that sort of thing. So we're gonna kick it off with a hype train. That's the way this always kicks off. So let's get a hype train going, start getting everybody kind of hyped up. Let's get this going, because I want us, next week is the PC build giveaway. As you can see, we're 835. We're over halfway. I'd love to see, can we get to 1,000 subs today? That is actually not that bad. Can we get to 1,000 subs today? Because then we will be on the downward path for the rest of the week as we drive towards giving that PC away, of which that is also an Aorus build. It's got a 6600 XT in it. So we're giving a complete PC away. The moment we hit 1,500 subs, we'll give that build away. The other thing too is that we also have that giveaway for the month of July, an RTX 3070, similar to what we have inside of Project Stealth here. So if you want to get in on that, head on over to twitch.tv/Robeytech. Hit that thumbs up button first and subscribe, but then also make sure that you subscribe here, because that's how you get in on the sub-only giveaway for the RTX 3070. The way you do that is if you have Amazon Prime, you can use your free Amazon Prime subscription. That gets you 1 entry. If you subscribe to tier 1, that gets you 3. Subscribe to tier 2, that gets you 5. If you subscribe to tier 3, that gets you 10. Now, we're also going to be giving away 2 $25 Newegg gift cards. If you want to get in on that, all we got to do is hit 350 likes over at Twitch, youtube.com/Robeytech live. Head on over there, hit that thumbs up button, hit like and subscribe at the same time. Those are free. The likes are free. Once we do that, we'll give away 2 $25 Newegg gift cards. And lastly, every hype train we hit today, of which we could hit as many as 3, we'll be giving away a $25 Newegg gift card as well. So lots of giveaways, lots of things, but let's get the hype going, guys. There are people here. Let's get it going, get it hyped, because we're building something epic. There has only been 2 influencers who've had this, and you guys are getting to watch the first one to get to do the whole thing live. And you guys get to ask questions. You guys get to see it built end to end. And unlike Linus, we got to plan the whole thing end to end with Gigabyte for this one. So this should be pretty cool. So it should be fun. What's up, Gardy? How are you? Send it over, start hitting those likes. We're gonna start a train of any Blade of Ice getting in there. We already had Phenom drop a sub. Get some other ones in here. Thank you very much, guys, for everybody for chilling and hanging out today already. Thanks, I have fixed that. What was the matter? Oh, we actually have the winner for the community. We have the winner for the community build map, right? Do you wanna throw that in there? Who's the winner? Blondie's about to announce it. Community manager gets to announce. She's gonna put in chat right now. Hey, Sod Sag, thank you very much for the gifted sub. We're trying to get it going. He's gonna try and get that going. We're waiting for the winner. Oh, they did? Good bracket. I haven't seen that. Farger, what is up, buddy? So good to see you, Farger, jumping in the house, dropping his 20 gifted subs. Guys, if we just get it going now, we'll hit level 5 like right away. Extra Moist. Congratulations, Extra Moist. Probably still one of my favorite names. I love saying that. Extra Moist is the winner of the build mat from the last million, points that we've gotten mystery and channels and all that sort of stuff. So there we go. Farger, thank you very much for the gifted subs. Can we get it going? Keep it going, guys. Let's get to 1,000 today. It's 20 subs. Let's get it going. Extra Moist. It's a great name. I love it. I miss him. He hasn't been here in a little bit, but he's, oh, Extra Moist one. That's right. Oh, man, Farger almost jumped to first place. Igor still has it. He'll be here probably later. He usually shows up a little bit later. Keep it going. Farger's got it going. We got 20 subs. We got two more $100 100-bit things. We'll get the hype train going, and then we can finish this out. Let's get it going, guys. Then we'll go through parts and start building this build today. Thank you very much, Meat Tornadoes, for that. Yeah, Meat Tornadoes. Look at all those people donating towards the getting things going towards the build mat. So that's awesome too. So Alcazador dropping some points as well. We gonna get it? Come on, guys. We can do it. Muhammad dropping 100 bits. Just two more people. I know we gotta be close. We just gotta you guys gotta get jazzed up. B-Mock dropping one gifted sub. There it is. One more, and then hype train begins. Choo choo. Oh, let's see, we got Blade of Ice dropping 200 bits, and there it goes. It's Fly By Me. Well, it's funny, because I think it's Fly By, but I think I keep wanting to add the me to it. And there it is, hype train is going. Where are we at? We gotta be, Farger probably got us pretty far. Oh, El Cazador, one gifted sub. Can we get to 900 on the first one? We're already at level 4 hype train. Can we get to 900? Like, can we do something crazy? Can we get to 900 from the beginning and get it going? See what we can do. By Shadow giving out a gifted sub. You guys are amazing. Meat Tornadoes subscribing with Prime, wanting to get in on that 3070 giveaway. I'm excited about this build, guys. I am very excited about this. I've already kind of done it, but I want to do it better. Farger dropping 2 gifted subs because he wants to be in first place. Hey, by the way, this week, whoever the top of this week, Blondie, please keep track of the top 3, and then we'll write their names on the build mat today. This will be the next community build mat. Will be this one right here, the used one with the people who are top for the month of July, since we just started. So this is it. Ted Lasso. Oh, love that show. Thank you for the gifted sub, my friend. We're so close. 865. We need, math is hard. 35 more. Can we get 35 more? And then let's get to 900. Then we'd only have like 100, and then we'll have 1,000, and then we'll be super close to doing that giveaway. Bum, 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 bum. What's up, Sip Man? How are you doing? Are you guys excited about the build today? I think Org Chaos is, I think there's a lot of doubtful people. We're gonna hopefully put some doubters away and have some fun here. Hey, what's up, By Shadow? Thank you very much for the gifted sub. 866. Oh, yeah, no, I was right, 35. Man, math. I'm doing math right. Yes, 35 subs away. I think this is going to be a fun build. I think people are going to really enjoy this. It is actually, so Burke CG, thank you very much for the gifted sub. I will say this. We are going to, we're definitely going to load this thing up. And there was some of the stuff, like I did not install fans this time. I've done everything else. But because of how you have to install fans, I wanted to save that for this. So if you are looking to do a Project Stealth build, you will be able to follow along very easily with this build and do step by step, because I think if everything goes well, this will be a fantastic one to copy. Imperial Leader, thank you very much for the gifted for the sub, Prime sub. Appreciate you, my friend. SFP, there's actually still quite a bit to do. There's still quite a bit to do. There's still cable management. It's just the cable management on the back is the same. So it's just no cable management in the front. And really, honestly, how much time do I spend on the cable management in the front? I usually make it look good. Yeah. 230 left. We're almost to 30. I mean, can we get, I'm throwing down a challenge. See what we can do. El Cazador taking it up there. He takes it to 100%, taking it to 869. I'm hoping we can get to, before the next sub train, I'm hoping we can get to 900, because at that point in time, when we hit 1,000, then it starts to go really quick below, as we start driving towards getting that thing and giving away that PC. Would it be better to view the stream on Twitch or YouTube? Flaming Legends, completely up to you. Twitch is definitely, that's where we can do things like we'll do a lot of the predictions. There's some more stuff, richness to Twitch, but some people just aren't a huge fan of it. There are more people who watch on Twitch too, Twitch as well. So if you'd like to be with more individuals, then Twitch might be a better choice. But YouTube is just as good. I mean, honestly, there's still like, what, 20, 30, 40,000 people end up watching on YouTube anyway. So you're good either way. Whatever you prefer. I want you to enjoy yourself. Okay, guys. Well, you know, we got a minute left. I feel like we're not going for the stretch goal today. So let's go ahead and start talking about parts and what we're gonna do with this build. So let's start with the case, because this is even unique in and of itself, because this case actually comes as a kit. So inside the case here, and we'll get the case going, is you'll actually see that the motherboard and everything comes pre-installed. So hey, what's up, Pig Radio? How are you, man? Good to see you. So if we just open this up here. There it is. Okay, so it actually comes installed with the motherboard. And if you look at the motherboard, we'll go to a top-down view of this, but you can actually see it actually looks quite a bit different. Now, I haven't peeled anything or anything like that. I kept all the peels on. But if you look in the top-down here, you actually see that all of the cables, like there are no connections on the motherboard at all. So all the fan cables, there's no fan, no CPU, no 24-pin, no bottom connections at all. There is nothing on this case. Even the place, if you want to, the one thing you do have is a place to run. If you decide to switch GPUs, you do have that option. But as you can see, the actual board itself is different than anything like that you've seen before, because they have actually modified the overall board all up. It does come stock with a single fan at the bottom and a fan at the top. I think the main reason this comes with a fan is because, I'll be honest, this is the only place where the case is going to get air. We're going to put some powerful fans up here at the front. We might unplug them just to see and test during testing to see what live on the show, if it actually does make a difference to have two fans here or if just one fan is enough. But we are going to be replacing all of the fans inside of the case. So we're going to be putting Noctua AF F12s here, both at the top and at the bottom. So at the exhaust, we'll have exhaust and two intake NFA 12s. And then at the front, we're going to be replacing all of these fans with Noctua NF F12s. So all in all, like the one thing we're going to use NF F12s versus A12s is just because of the air resistance issue with pulling from the front. The bigger fans actually do a better job of even pulling air through resistance, so it should help with the overall temps in general. So we are going to be replacing all of this, but the thing is that the reason I didn't install the fans in this case is because there is some technique to having to do this. Okay, let's talk about the back side, because this is the front side, which Ord Chaos did a great drawing already of what this should look like. But there is actually the only place to pull air is from the bottom down here. This is the only place that you can actually pull air from the case. So we don't see anything else. Like all this other perforation looks extraneous, and I don't know if you can really pull even from the sides, but we're going to see when we actually test with fans. And for us to get good temps, we're expecting all the air to come from the top. That's how we're basically testing this. Now let's look at the back. So this is actually how the PC comes as well. So when we open this up, you'll notice that the PC actually comes almost pre-ready. Like when I did the benching for this, it took me about 15 minutes to get this all set up and ready to go. So this is actually how the case comes. It's actually pre-cable managed even from the back. The one thing that is different is that this cable right here is actually in the front. I've just cooked it up and connected it already. But you can actually see all of the connections to the motherboard are actually on the back, right? So that's why there's no cables. Here's your 24-pin, your USB 3.2, your USB-C, and then you've also got some pump pins. You got your SATA in the back, and then all of your other major ones are all done in the back of the case. So, and including your EPS connection. So nothing is plugged in on the front at all, which is actually pretty cool. Yeah, they're Molex chaining. So yeah, and something tells me the cost of this kit is like $1,200, and something tells me they wanted to try and keep the costs low, which is why the fans and the case are what they are, because these are custom made motherboards, and that couldn't have been cheap. So all in all, I think this is where they did some cost savings, and they may have considered it just a little too much. So as you can see, board is actually very different. Everything's in the back instead of actually having to worry about anything in the front, and then you have all your connections down here. But the main reason I wanted to show this is because we literally have to undo all of this stuff to take the front cover off and put on the fan. So what we're gonna do now is we're actually gonna get the front fans installed, and then what we're gonna have them is that when we do our testing, we're gonna be able to unplug the top two, and then we're gonna see if that makes a difference actually during testing in general. So let's go and grab this and kind of unhook all this stuff real quick, because that's what we gotta kind of do. But not something you'll have to do if you're just gonna leave the front fan. So we're gonna disconnect all this stuff. And get this stuff undone. And then we'll talk about Guardi Lugo, what 30, dude, that completely depends on build. I mean, my favorite my favorite 3080 is actually like for the best bang for buck is the XC3 from EVGA if you're just looking for the best price. Okay, so I need, not that I need to forget that. Okay, so we're just disconnecting all this stuff. So we need to do all this because we're gonna have to pull it through to take the front of the case off. Okay, there's that. And then I'm gonna do these as well. Looks like there's actually RGB. So this is all your front panel stuff. And this actually goes to, okay, so we gotta be careful with this. This actually controls your RGB for your, there we go. Okay, there we go. And then this is your terrible Molex fan thing. So this is all front panels, which is interesting. Okay, so now we're gonna do, let's go and take off our front panel. So like I said, you have to remove all of this to be able to do it. You just got to be careful. There's parts here. Okay, there we go. Okay. Okay, so there is our front panel. Right there. Oops. And it's weird because this thing actually does come with the ability to do a front installed, you can actually do a front installed, you can do a front installed HDMI, which is weird. Okay, so in terms of, okay, so there is some, albeit small, so you can actually pull air from the side. So there's actually slots in the side to pull air. And you know, the funny thing is that they're actually not dust filtered. So you actually could pull, there's actually air holes. I don't know if you can see through it, but there's actually air holes on the side to pull in air. So I think you actually are going to see some improvement with our front mounted NFF 12s. So yeah, that should go good. Okay, so we're prepared. We now are everything ready for our installation and all that fun stuff, and we'll get to that here in a second. I'm gonna put this off to the side, and we'll use this here in a bit. Okay, so let's talk about the parts we're putting inside of Project Stealth. What do you guys think? There are air holes all around. Nice, I like that. So what are we gonna put inside of this build? Why is it gonna be different than Linus's build? That's a good question. Well, first and foremost, we are going to be putting in an Intel Core i7 12700K. If everything goes well, I actually think we could step up. Main reason though, Core i7 12700K and a 3070 is a great pairing. I think a 12900K and a 3070 is a little kind of weird, but a 12700K, that's kind of where it is. There's obviously some thinking from Gigabyte, Aorus, and Main Gear, who all do this in terms of what they kind of expect in terms of what kind of CPUs and stuff that they'll put inside this. So this feels like a good combination and something we can absolutely cool and keep good temps, I expect, if everything goes well. For cooling this bad boy, You've seen this, I pulled this before, we just did some stuff with this not that long ago. The Noctua NH-U12A, probably one of the best air coolers outside of maybe the Ice Giant, which would be another cool thing to kind of test inside of a build like this, but that thing is ginormous, and I don't know if we'd have clearance for the GPU. We'll have to see. I do want to order one and give it a test, which might be a second one to see if we can get temps a little bit lower. But anyway, Noctua NH-U12A, great air cooler, better than the D15, more heat pipes. It's their newest one, and I've been able to air cool a 12900K inside of a Fractal Torrent, which obviously that gets a ton of air. So I'm hoping that just this plus the additional air from the AFF12s ends up doing a really good job of keeping this nice and cool. It's going to be better because you are not going to complain about the build like he did. Yes, Gardy, we're here to try and, so here's the deal. I want to be fair to Linus, though. Linus walked in and they kind of, Aorus sent him the parts. Unlike this, I got to work with Aorus to kind of choose what I wanted to put inside of it, so there's a little bit of a difference. I don't want to throw Linus under the bus. Linus is actually, you know, there's a lot of what he does because of his scale where he's got to kind of come in and then he has producers who kind of work through that. I'm not at that size, so I get to be a little bit more one-on-one with the companies and work that stuff out. So yes, U12A, yes, that's what he did. Yeah, he drilled holes in the case. We're not doing anything like that. We're going to make it work by using what the case already has, which is good airflow from the top. For our GPU, we're using a very special edition. This is the Project Stealth edition of the RTX 3070. This actually is a different looking card. When we pull it out later, you'll actually see that it actually is different. The power connectors are on the back. So that's a little bit different than what you've seen in other cases. So it will be different than what you're used to, and so that's key to kind of knowing what's going on there. The rest of this is provided by Aorus. So for our NVMe SSD, which you guys will not see this get installed today, it's already actually in the build. I went ahead and did this because I had to take the heat sink off. This is the Aorus Gen 4 7000 SSD. This is their newest one. It's a 2 terabyte NVMe SSD, which is awesome. We've also got 5200 megahertz, 32 gigs of DDR5 RAM. There is very little, I mean very little RGB in this build. It is Project Stealth and then Stealth from an RGB standpoint. I did, however, just pre-test because I want to make sure that you guys can see the parts, and so I'll have Tom know about these now. Tom, surprise, surprise. We are going to put in some XPG Prime ARGB LED strips. They're going to be white. The main reason being is that all it's going to do is so you can see inside the case better. It is not going to be doing any rainbow or anything like that. The whole focus of this is so that way it highlights and you can see inside of the build. So it's lighting for inside the build is really all it's for. So we are going to be adding that just to add some additional lighting so that when you're looking in there, you're like, Robey, it's just the black box. I can't see anything. It's so boring. Like that's what we're gonna fix. So yeah, that's where it is from that. So a little bling, even though we are gonna have some lighting from the case and stuff like that too. No Skittle build, no. For power, which this was kind of overkill. I was surprised they sent me this, but they did send me a Gigabyte UD 1000 watt. This is their brand new one. One thing that is interesting about this does actually come with the 12-pin connection for 4000 series 3090 Ti's already. So that was something that I was surprised by. So I'll show you that connection. It says right here, PCI Gen 5 compliant. So this does actually have the Gen 5 compliant connection in it if you're looking for it. These reviews for these are just now coming out. The big thing is these are the ones that are replacing the ones that they had the incidences specifically around fires and stuff like that. Not entirely sure. I haven't watched enough reviews for this stuff to say, hey, I recommend going and picking one of these up, but should the reviews end up being positive, then hey, you do know that this ends up being Gen 5. We are going to be putting this in the build today. It's obviously Gigabyte and Aorus sponsored, so that's what we're going to be doing here for this one. Yeah, it is overkill. Yeah, 1000 watts is never overkill. Fair. Especially when we know what's going on for Project Stealth 2, if there ever is one, but you never know. So there's our storage. And then it's the rest of the cooling, which, I mean, these are not cheap fans, but we want to make sure, like I was like, hey, I want to build the best build I can, and that is Noctua, baby. We're at Noctua when we're going serious. We got NFF12s and NFA12 fans that are going to be going and playing around with this. So we've got 4 AF12s and 3 AF12s and 3 NF12s that we're going to be using. The airflow on the AF12s is 102.1 M2, that's the airflow CFM, and then on the F12s, it is 93.4 CFM. So a lot of airflow in here. We're gonna basically try and do our best. So a great stealth build with good cooling capabilities and at the same time good performance. That's what we're trying to go for them. So yeah, it should be cool. Kurosaki, it depends. I mean, again, you can look at thin fans. I mean, the one thing I would say, and I didn't know this, so if you're planning a build and you're like, oh, Robey, why don't you just top mount? Like what we had originally planned to do was do the 240 Aorus AIO, but you cannot top mount an AIO in this case. It does not have the clearance. So the only way you could mount an AIO is front mounting, and just given how air restricted the front is, it made no sense for us to do any front mounting. So anyway, those are the parts. What do you guys think? You feel like we have success here? Because like I said, looking at the case, we know that the front is basically a no bueno for air, but the top, we actually have really big airflows, pretty thin. Like this should be totally fine for those AF12s to pull air through. And so we'll be getting lots of air down and into the case. Plus, we'll have some coming in, so the GPU will get air and the CPU should get lots of air, which means we should have good temps. So, thoughts? I don't know. What do you think, Lord Chaos? Yes, it is live, Stardom. Yeah, it's live. Why not try exhausting out of the front? I mean, that is another option. I mean, you could try exhausting out of the front too, but I think we're gonna be okay with and just do all intake in the back. I mean, I think we're gonna be okay the way that we've done it, so we'll see what happens. How it's not mesh? What do you mean what's not mesh? Oh, you'll still be able to get air out. It's only, you'd still be able to exhaust. I mean, you don't need to do as much exhaust. But I mean, this way you're still gonna get, I still think you'll get more air this way than setting only intake for the front. So. Looks amazing. I still say there's no way to AIO this build. I'll be honest, I just don't think AIO's really an option. Sort of. You could, and I know Main Gear is selling, when the Main Gear ones, they front mount 360 millimeters and they use a push configuration. So they are not pulling air, they are pushing air through the radiator. So the top fans are providing all of the cooling for the AIO as well. So it is essentially an exhaust situation for the AIO. So that may work, but it didn't seem to do well. So I think you have to be you have to be intentional when planning this build. That's important. Yeah. Why the compromise in the case cooling? So PE 4 doors, that's just how, this is the case that they chose. And again, with a 3070, I think what they're expecting is people to build builds around that point. So what I think I'm trying to help people do is say, hey, if you're gonna get Project Stealth, here's a build that you're probably gonna wanna look at. That's gonna be the best for performance. And so that's why. I don't know why Gigabyte decided this was the case they were gonna use, but we're gonna try it. I think I take a front and rear and exhaust out. Good prac rat, you're not gonna get enough air. You're gonna have to intake off the top. So, and then we'll have a very powerful airflow fan to exhaust air, which should keep the pressure, yeah. SFP, we'll see. I think we can overclock, so let's see what happens. Do I think $1,200? Well, you're getting a CPU, you're getting a case that's specifically custom designed. So if you like that look, I feel like $1,200 is enough. Guys, let's do the prediction. I think we're only gonna have one prediction, and we'll probably do it a little bit later. The prediction's gonna come later. And the prediction is, will Robey be able to overclock with undervolting, overclock and undervolt his 12700K and still keep temps at a good level? So that's gonna be the question. And Org Chaos, I think we'll have Org. Is Org here? The black box is actually the GPU. It's a 3070, it's a special version of a 3070. Yeah. But Org, let's see if Org can come up with like a good temp, what we consider a good temp, not a crazy temp Org, that maybe we can say, hey, if it does this with overclocking, then we're good. But yeah, for now, let's go ahead and get our fans in and get the build ready. So we're gonna grab our fans and start with these. We need our NFF12s. And luckily, guys, there is some prep I already did do on this, so like you're not gonna watch me put all the rubber dinghies on, all that sort of stuff. Yeah, we'll let Org have some fun. BMOC, if Org's not here, we could have BMOC and Org work together to figure out what something like that might be. You guys will see. So we'd say if we get stock cooling in the low 70s, I think we're in really good shape. I think at that point in time, we actually even might be able to put a 12900K in this. I'm guessing, here's my thing. I think it'll be so, I'm guessing now. I am taking a big guess. So we'll do this as the prediction. What do you think about this, Org? This will be a fun one, and I think people will get a chance to vote. How long can the guesses go? 30 minutes? So the thing that I think that we will do stock with this setup and have temps under load in the mid to low 70s. That's what I think is gonna happen. Good now, thank you very much. Which I think Org thinks I'm nuts. Yeah, but Gardy, that's why I'm doing this the other way. He didn't do it the way that I'm doing it. I'm not undervolting, I'm just saying stock. I think undervolting I can get less. Okay, well it's gonna be 8 to 64. So 100%. Which is a great. The motherboard is from Aorus as well. Well, no, then I didn't do anything to the board, Org. All I did was install. Jeez, you'll be able to see you'll be able to see it all. It's all live. I didn't do anything. I'm not cheating. I don't want to do that. I'm not that kind of person either. Come on, give me some credit. I've never cheated at something. What's up? How you doing, Fix? Okay, let's see where I'm just getting cables. Well, we'll see. We're gonna test it. God, okay, there's like no. Okay, I'm just gonna go grab. Guess we've done all of our. Okay. Hey guys, we gotta use the WoW stick today. We haven't used the WoW stick in so long. Now I will say this, the other thing too is that if you are planning on picking up one of these, you do not get a lot of extras with your, so we'll go to side camera. You do not get a lot of extras. You get one that I could find. You get one NVMe. You get one NVMe. That might not be the same when the retail one comes, because this might have been just a pre-kit, but I got one NVMe screw. There's 4 on the board, and I got, I didn't get any other additional screws, because everything's kind of set up. So I don't know if in the final kit it'll have more or not, but just a heads up, something to be aware of. Okay, so let's get this fan out and then get our other fans in. Now this fan down here is actually looks like actually a pretty good airflow fan that they included. So, and it's not PWM, which means it probably just runs the whole time. I'd be curious what fans are actually included with it. Okay. Okay, first fan. And like I said, a little bit of a unique situation, which is why I'm installing the fans on the build, which I normally don't, right, is because it's you have to remove so much to do the fan installation. But if everything goes well, then we'll essentially have set up everything and we'll essentially have set up everything to give the best potential, like the best situation for air and everything else. Go. And you guys will get to see all of this just live on the show. So don't worry, I'm not going to go and test this I'm not going to go test this in a vacuum and be like, "Oh, yeah, no, it was all fine." No, you guys will see this all live. We got everything already on the OS and everything is already on here. Can't believe Org said he doesn't trust me. Wow. Did you guys hear that? Okay, so this should be the last of the main fans, then we're gonna replace this rear fan. I mean, it goes whatever. I mean, there's no, if somebody's asking, is it normal to install front fans first? I mean, you can do whatever you want. I just know that this was like this is probably the most tricky part of the build, so I figured I'd get it out of the way. And then I can put the cable management and everything back on. Well, that's not gonna do anything. Okay, fans are in now. We're in good shape. Okay, let's put our cover back on, because, yeah, let's go ahead and put our cover back on. Chromax fans are in. Okay. I like a challenge, guys. That's what we're doing. We're challenging. What is this? I think this, oh, this requires Molex. Okay, interesting. We're gonna have to use Molex for the, front power. That's interesting. That's probably why it wasn't lighting up before. I was doing my benching. Okay, there's that. Okay, there's all those cables. And then these go through the top and then over. Yeah. Well, like I said, they were all hooked up before, and we'll get them re-hooked up here in a minute. And then we'll start putting the rest of the build together. Might as well. It's also something else I'm doing a little bit different than what they did originally, is I'm moving the cables to the back. Back when they started, they had everything coming through the front, but I'd rather have the cables come out of the back here. I think it's just gonna look a little bit cleaner and have less cables showing in the front. Okay, what cable is stuck? Yeah, that one. Okay, Let's get all these cables through and tight. Oh, something is stuck down there. Oh, never mind, that's just the other. Okay, so first step to making our best build is giving it better airflow from the, oh shoot, oh no. Looks like it's okay. Okay, I got plugged in. Okay, just got to be careful with that cable. Okay. First step complete. Okay, so now we have the right cables. I am going to remove this rear. Let's remove this rear cable, and then what we'll do is we'll hook everything up, and then we'll start putting the PC back together. This is probably the longest part of the build, I'll be honest. Okay, so we're going to remove this and put in an AF. Go. Yeah, I haven't, guys, I haven't gotten to the motherboard yet. We're just getting the case prep first. And then we'll put all the, don't worry, we'll get all the peels. You guys are excited, I know that's good. It's still coming. We'll get there. Just calm down, tigers. Gonna get all this kind of like not fun stuff squared away first. And then your moment will come and joy will happen. And it'll all actually happen really quick because this build is not complicated once we get this done. Ah, these very, very nice Chromax fans. Okay. Okay, first, oops, before I do that, hold on. Okay, let's take these off. This one fan I forgot to prep. So please forgive me, guys, forgive me. Thank you very much, Black Dragon, 1836, Gardy Lugo, and Igor dropping another gifted sub. Thank you very much for all that stuff. Let's see what else is going on here. We are at 876. Good now, thank you for the resub. Shaz5275, also thank you for the sub as well. Guys, we are 24 away from 900. That's our goal before the next hype train is to hit that. How are we doing on likes on YouTube? That's the other question. Don't forget, likes are free. We want to hit 350 today. Over on the YouTube, head on over youtube.com/Robeytech Live. Hit that like and subscribe. Remember, if we get to 350, we give away two $25 Newegg gift cards. We're at 138, guys. We're cranking. Okay. Okay, there we go. Okay, so our first, let's get this fan on. Want this in the back here. This is the only one I forgot to do this for. Don't worry, the rest of them are already done, guys. So please be patient. I'm streaming on streaming on Twitch and YouTube. And we'll do that first Newegg gift card giveaway here in just a few minutes. What's up, Faith Makes a Way? How are you, man? Good to see you. Building projects still today. It's gonna make it go my way. Okay, we're just putting the anti-vibration stuff on. Given what I've got to do to this, just make sure we have the quietest. There we go. Okay, let's get our fan in. Sorry that took so long. I'm gonna have to do it. Okay, I do need to remove this because this will show, and we're in no cable zone. No cable zone. Everybody say no cable zone. We want no cable showing. That's what we want. Whoa, 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 Robey, calm down. Do this. How visible is this cable? Not visible. Okay. Thank you. I will hydrate. Thank you very much for taking care of me, SFP. Okay. There we go, guys. Last case fan, and then we can start rehooking things back up. And then we will peel, which everybody's looking forward to. Okay, there we go. Fans are in, so we now have all of our AF. Well, actually, that's not true. We got 2 more fans we could add, but I might add those after we get the case and stuff done. Okay, so there it is. Now, what I'm going to do is I am going to zip tie this. So I have 4 fans down here, I have 2 fans up here. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run this up here. Okay, let's go to top down. So this is what we look like. This is how things look right now. Pretty straightforward, nothing too crazy. One thing I'm gonna do is zip tie this down, so that way you can't see it from the front. Because it's a no cable zone, Robey. No cable zone. Wouldn't be stealth if there was cables. Okay, odd or even number of zip ties today, guys. Odd or even number of zip ties. There's only gonna be 2 predictions today because I can't do the clicks or anything like that because if the motherboard stays in the case, so it's hard to do the clicks. So let's go ahead and get that first one up. Odd or even number of zip ties for the build, since I'm starting zip tie stuff now. Then we'll do the other one later on when we get closer to benchmarking, because that's gonna be the other one that you guys gotta think through. Okay. Okay, so our first, all I did, hey, Igor, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. 881, we're now 19 away from our goal for this one. Okay, so what I did is I just got this really tight because again, I don't want to see any cables from the back. So this is our 1. Now I've got 3 system fans here. So this is all the stuff this is all of our connections for the case, okay? So we have our USB 3.2, and it all goes to the back now, not the front. There we go. USB 3.2. We got USB-C. We've got this random, there's your front panel audio. We've got this, I don't know what this is. It's just here. Now what I'm going to do, unlike what they did, is I'm going to push all this stuff here. And then these, that I don't need. Okay, this is your front panel connections. Oh, okay, they're a little bit different. Oh, the clear CMOS. This is actually kind of nice. The clear CMOS battery is on the back. Oh, I'm going to check Okay, so the wiring for the front panel is a little bit different. It's not like the usual one, so I'm just gonna, luckily they have included the front panel. Front panel's on the back. Question is, where are the diagram? CPU fan, pump. Okay, here it is. Okay, so it's all far to the right. Okay, so power switch is actually on the bottom. Interesting. So power switch is on the bottom, and then power plus and minus is next to it here. So it's a little bit different. And okay, so the minus, yeah, so it's like inverted and reversed for your power switches. Okay. Is that the only one I got? Do we have reset switch? Yep, reset switch. Reset switch is above power, but it's upside down. Interesting, okay. And then this is USB. That goes right here. Okay, cool. So now we have all those cables in. Then this goes back here. Power that. Okay. So now we have everything in. And we can run all the Molex down, which I think would be cool. And then we can run that like that. This is going to go like this. Okay, so we're going to hide this stuff so it doesn't even look like there's any cables in the back here. A little bit different than what they did. And I'll worry about the fans afterwards. Okay, let's get these hidden, and then we'll get to the rest of the build. Run these on the other side of this tray. Like this, there we go. Because we want, if I can make it look like no cables in the back too. Yeah, it's to their ARGB controller, yeah. For their two connections, their two Eagle things on and that are in the case. Okay, what we're doing here is we're just making 90 degrees with the, push this up so you guys can see what I'm doing. So I'm basically hiding as much of these cables as I can. Okay. Just getting this done because we want the back to look as clean as the front, of course. Don't want this to slip. Mark that in. No, it's still from the bottom. That's just how you take the trays out. They're screwed in, but you actually remove the tray from the bottom. Okay, zip tie deaths are happening now. You know things legit when I start doing zip tie deaths. Okay, one more. Okay. Now you can't see any of the cables in the back here. They're all routed to the bottom. Okay, so now that takes care of that. Let's get these in. These are our fans. Let's move this one go a little further. We'll have two more fans here. There we go. Oops, that's a used one. I used a used one, guys. That wasn't gonna help me. $177 to $350 over on YouTube. $881 over on of subs. Everything is moving in the right direction. The build's moving. You guys are moving. Everything's going the way it should. Okay, takes care of that. Okay, that feels very stealthish. The question is what the heck to do with... These aren't even... Oh, that I need. That's like your front panel audio. I think the reason they ran them this way, they ran them like this, was because they wanted you to be able to use the SSD, so we will do the same. So you should be able to use the SSD still. Okay, we're almost back to where we started before we installed the fans. What I need, I wish there was one more fan header. It's like this one random cable. I mean, it still looks really clean. They just... Okay, so there, the build is now reset to where it was. We just got a couple little dangling things here, but I'm not overly worried about it because, you know, it is what it is. You know, random. This cable is a little too long. I could, like, maybe run it under to get something a little bit more clean. See how much short I can make this. Include it with that bundle right there. There you go. Okay. Okay, that's everything. Okay, so there's our cable management as it sits. Most of this build is actually hooked up. This goes right here. Okay. So there it is right there. And that takes care of that. Like I said, the biggest thing is just this, which is like this random HDMI cable. Like this wouldn't be here typically. So then you just have these straight cables for the two, and then this kind of longer, but it is what it is. I don't know what that HDMI cable is for, to be honest. Okay, so let's flip this over now. We can actually start working on the rest of the build because most of it's actually done. Okay, so we got some peels here. Hopefully they peel. There we go. There we go. Okay, there's that. Got some more peel over here. This is always the one that makes me nervous. Yay, it came off. There's that one. Yay, there's that one. Okay, those are always the scary ones. Sometimes the peel doesn't quite work the way it's supposed to. It's so weird, like this is like, why did they wrap this way? There we go. Wow. We actually have some. In here. There we go. Okay, we might be able to get that up with this. Peel is like the longest part of this whole thing. Okay, that was a lot of work. There's a lot of work on the peels here. There's a little bit of plastic stuck in here. Okay, let's see if we might be able to get it out with this. We're doing surgery on this board, guys. There we go. Okay, now we got all the peels off. Nope, 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 we still got a little bit more. Man, these ones, these like little small ones are hard. Okay, there it is. Now all the peels are gone. Okay, you guys ready? Finally putting the CPU in. That was a lot of work. Woo! So there's our build as it sits right now. Which is a lot done. Okay, now CPU and RAM. Okay, let's do that first giveaway. This is for a $25 Newegg gift card, guys. Exclamation point Newegg now. Starting right now, exclamation point Newegg now. $25 Newegg gift card, $25. Exclamation point Newegg now. Okay, I can hydrate. Get in my little case area here. Okay. Whew. Okay, here we go. Finally doing some actual, like, I mean, this is like now the fast part though. We'll see how far the VRM clears, but I don't know if it's gonna do really well. It's hard when it's inside the case. 45 seconds left. Okay. There we go. And there we go. Okay. Okay, you guys can no longer enter the raffle. Dingmare, thank you very much for the sub. She's gonna be picking the winner in just a second. Congratulations to Kenneth D32374. Kenneth D32374, you are the winner of $25 Newegg gift card. Ooh, that was a pretty good one though. Okay, let's get our... Ooh, that was a lot. Little resistance there. We don't think we need anywhere near that much, but I'll grab the... Wow, that went right through. Cover the entire IHS. Nice thin layer of, this is not thin, so we're going to get some of the excess off here. Make it thinner. There we go. Okay, let's clean this up. We got a little bit of the bottom. There we go. Okay, super thin. Ooh. There we go. Oh, it's good. The rest will spread as we go. Once we push the AIO, I mean the cooler on. Whoa. Shoot, I knew that was going to happen. I messed up, guys. I messed up, but I'll fix it. Might have gotten a little too thin. I've kind of. There you go. You don't need a whole lot more. Okay, there we go. No light spots is what I'm looking for. Okay, cool. That's a good, fast spread. Just make sure we clean up the socket a little bit. There we go. Okay. There we go. Jez over there trying to incite a riot. Okay, so we got the thermal paste in. You need to, yeah, Jez is like, you need to put the whole case. Okay, let's get our RAM in. Then we'll get our cooler on. Then the rest of it actually goes really fast. Whoop, that's not RAM. That is RGB. RGB. So they should be out soon. I don't know when. They were supposed to be out in June. I don't know. I don't actually have a date on when they're coming out. But I can ask, and I'll have that info in the video, the video that's coming out later about this. Okay, here we go. Is that? Oh my gosh, guys, there's another peel. Almost missed a peel. Man, they put peels in everything. Okay, now we got all the peel. Wow, there's literally peels everywhere. That's almost as, I'm like surprised how many peels I keep finding. Okay, now we can put our RAM in. There we go. Okay, RAM is in. Finally getting through there. I know. Even the peels are stealth, that's right. Even the peels have peels. The peels have peels. We need 18 more subs, guys. 18 more to finish and hit that goal. Time for our big boy cooler. This motherboard you probably didn't, because review for the tube, this is the stealth version. If you're talking about just the regular DX, the Aorus Elite AX DDR5, then yes, but this is not, this is the stealth version. Notice there's no 24 pin or EPS pin or... Hey, Braythorn, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. We're 13 away now, guys, 13. Thank you, Braythorn. John Cena approves, nice. Thanks, John Cena. Okay. Realized we're gonna have an interesting situation here. We're missing. Oh, there they are. I was like, we're missing something, but never mind, I found them. I was panicked, but I found them. Vohall, thank you very much, man. Okay. This goes back in. Hey, thank you very much, Gav, for the $1. So guys, don't forget, we still have that sub-only giveaway for the month of July. That is a 3070 if you want to get in on that. Head on over to twitch.tv/Robeytech and use your free Prime sub. That gets you an entry. And then if you want to get additional entries, you can do things like use gifted subs. Subscribing at tier 1 gets you, subscribing at tier 1 gets you 1 entry, 3 entries, tier 5, 2 gets you 5, and tier 3 gets you, tier 3 gets you 10. And then every gifted sub also gets you an extra entry. I gotta do this weird and hold. Okay, now. This is gonna fall through. You gotta remember which one, LGA 1700. So, just use your free Prime sub and then you'll get an entry. Okay, the curved or the 1700, okay. And I want this like this, so these go across again. Okay. Got it figured out. Put these on 2, just like so. Oh, this feels so good on my wrist. Not. Oh, there it is. Ah, feels really good on my wrist, guys. I'll tell you. The LTT, no, I'm not. We're doing it different because I think we'll actually get better temps and won't have to do any modifications. We just planned the build, which Linus didn't have the option to do. To show that you can build a good build in this case and not have to worry about modifying the case. Okay, that felt really good on my wrist. Woo, but it's done. Michael Tacos, thank you for Mike's Like Tacos, thank you for the sub. Okay, now tighten these down, put our air cooler on. Okay, we are now cooking with gas, guys, cooking with gas. Zoom out. Okay, we want this. Okay. Hey, Gavin, thank you very much. CNT backed. John Me. We are 7 away, guys, from hitting that goal. Slowly getting there. Okay. And now for the fun part. Actually, before I do this, I'm going to go ahead and put in our AF fans. Fun AF fans. Guys, don't forget, we're still got 25, we're gonna give 250, we're gonna give away 2 $25 Newegg gift cards if we get enough likes over on the YouTube. So head on over to youtube.com/Robeytech Live, hit that thumbs up button while also subscribing so you can see other great content like this and be notified when we go live as well. And then when we hit 350, we'll give away 2 $25 Newegg gift cards. This will just be easier if they went before the cooler's in. And I've already done the rubber stuff and all that stuff on this already, so all I gotta do is install them. Yeah, these should run very cool. Okay. There's 4. Need 4 more. fan screws, and then all the stuff will be installed, minus the GPU, which is fun. There we go. Okay, so we have all our fan stuff now. Whoopsie, whoopsie. Okay, fans are getting installed. Okay, one more fan, one more fan. It's time to celebrate. Okay, so last fan. Oh shoot, really? I have a love-hate relationship with Noctua fans and their quick disconnects. Crud, I cannot do that. You guys got to be careful when you go. Okay, so I'm gonna have to unscrew one fan because I can't get to the plug. I got it so screwed in, then I can't reach the disconnect. So remember we were done with fans? I lied. We're gonna do one more because I unplugged this on accident. Hold on. Okay, one more time. And this time let's not disconnect the fan. Not gonna disconnect the fan this time, guys. Yay. Now we have all the fans installed. Okay, fans are in. Now we can worry about the cooler now. Okay, now let's get our cooler on. Yay! $8.94, guys. We got 6 subs. Can we get those last 6 subs? Then we'll hit our goal for the next hype train. Okay, cooler in. Cooler in. Oh, come on. Okay. Last one. Last Noctua fan. Okay, now we have all the fans installed. Got to run our one set of cables here. Interesting. Now we have a place here to run this cable. Remember I said I'm not gonna have to remove that fan? I lied. Let's go inside. Gotta remove this to give ourselves enough room to get this one cable through and hide it. Little order of operations here. Okay. Okay, what I'm working on right now is there is enough room. Okay, let's see here. Now I gotta hide these bad boys so they can't be seen. Okay, there we go. I'm still here hanging on your every word. Luckily, these are very hidden. They're very dark cables. And then there's a place up here. The way they made this really neat like channel for the cables at the top. And so that's what I'm trying to get these into. Now, Okay, now we can put this back on. Then you shouldn't see. Okay, now you can't see any cables. That's the point, no cables. Whew. Okay, last time hopefully installing this fan. We're actually really close to finishing this build. It's going to look good. Okay, builds, there you go. So now what we have is the entire, airflow fans for feeding the cooler. So we should be getting lots of air. It'll be interesting. We actually might only need this one, but we should be getting a lot of air to this and down to the GPU. So lots of stuff, and then we'll have this. We'll probably set this on its own curve to be pretty high, but there should be enough air for this thing to get through. And then this should do a good job of getting as much out as we want. Ugh. Okay, here we go. Go to top down. There we go. Fortunately, just a lot of stuff crammed up there. Not going to be the prettiest just because we got a lot of cables up here. Okay, now last thing we're going to do is we're going to use this for these. Okay, so that'll take care of this. Get these out of the way. Okay, so there's all of our fans hooked up, our cooler's hooked up now. This is on. This fan 1, okay. Those are on exhaust. Okay, there we go. Okay guys, GPU time and then PSU time and then we're done. Oh, well, no, we got one more thing we're gonna do. Just might as well get it hooked up now. Just to give it some light so you guys can see it when it's done. We're gonna add a RGB strip just to have some light around the outside, just to highlight the inside of the build. They're already set to white, so nothing crazy. There we go. Luckily, whoa, these are magnetic, so really easy. There we go. So the RAM that we have in here is the, it's Gigabyte Aorus DDR5 5200 megahertz at with, shoot, did I put I put this in backwards, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Put them in the wrong way. It's not CL16, 5200 megahertz DDR5. Okay, so that's just to add some more lighting, so you guys can see the build when it's on. Pulling this through here. Okay, let's just get this cabled in with the rest of this here. Might be able to go and do this a little bit more. Oopsie. Got to give it the right length. Oh, come on. Okay. There we go. There we are. Trying to give it the right length so that way the cable doesn't cause any issues. So I can have the cable zip tie into one of these, like I'd like. And we'll clean up this at the same time. That's what we want. All this for hiding some cables, guys. There we go. There we go. Don't want you to be able to see anything. Like I said, the point is to have as many little cables as possible visible. Okay, now we're in good shape. Okay, let's hook up this RGB cable. We're going above and beyond with this one. I want to call into what? Ugh. Okay, here's the last part of the build for the RGB, for the cabling anyway. Okay. Okay, what I'm doing is just hiding the small cables underneath the big cables, just to make it look like there's less cables. Okay, we're almost done, guys. Probably a little bit more cable management than you guys were worried. Like SFP was like, what are you gonna do if Robey has no cable management? Oh, there's cable management. Still have a lot of cables to manage still, to hide. There we go. Okay, now we can do our GPU because all of our RGB's in, everything else is plugged in. So this is a special GPU we're plugging in here, just so you guys know. But let me take a drink real quick. Whew. I feel like I've just been focused, getting this build done. Just saying hi. What's going on? What's going on? How we doing? Oh, well, no, you don't understand. Trust me, you won't see them here in a minute. They'll disappear, don't worry. But thank you for calling it out. Oh, how we doing? How's our likes? How's everything going? Where's our GPU? That would be useful. 248, guys. 530 people here. Okay, we need the GPU that I stuck somewhere. Oh, there it is. Okay, so giveaways. People are probably asking, Robey, what's going on? Well, we're coming up on the second hype train. We're 6 away. If we get those last 6 subs and knock out that last one before we get to hype train, so that's going to be a $25 Newegg gift card. Remember, if we're getting to 350 likes, then we'll give away 2 $25 Newegg gift cards, which we're super close to as well. And then lastly, We've got that 3070 we're giving away for the month of July. If you want to get in on that, it's a sub-only giveaway over at twitch.tv/Robeytech. Head on over to twitch.tv/Robeytech. Use your free Amazon Prime sub. It gets you 1 entry, and then you can do things like subscribe at tier 1, that gets you 3. Subscribe at tier 2, gets you 5. Subscribe at tier 3, gets you 10. And then gifted subs also get you extra entries. So people like C Simply also gets basically gets 3 entries. And then of course, Gavin Blah gets 1 entry because he did a gifted sub. One more thing I want to tell you guys about. We're also giving away a full custom water-cooled PC helping Footprints of Fight. I'm going to play a video for you. And actually, never mind, I'll play a video for you after the ads because I guess ads are about to start. But thank you very much for that. So that's the other giveaway. And then lastly, we have down there in the bottom, $8.95. We get to 1,500 subs. We'll give away a full PC. And it's a PC thanks to Aorus who hooked us up. And so that PC is like a 5600 with a 6600 XT. So it's like a $1,200, $1,300 system. We're going to be giving that away. So lots of stuff coming on and coming up, so should be awesome. So we'll play the video for Footprints after the ads that are about to start, apparently. So I'm seeing the ad thing coming up. So stay tuned for ads. Jez dropping 5 gifted subs. You're the man, dude. Is that so you can call in? There it is, taking it to 900. Ugh. Trying to see when the ads are going to start. Let's see. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and run. Sorry, let's play this real quick. This is your chance since I brought it up. Here, check it out real quick. What's up, guys? Robeytech here, and one of those incredible opportunities where I'm doing something for charity. This one is for Footprints of Fight. Footprints of Fight is an organization that comes and stands behind families that are dealing with children who have cancer, doing things like cleaning services, providing groceries, gas cards, etc., while they deal with this incredibly difficult time. I'm actually summiting Mount Rainier, the tallest mountain here in Washington, as part of this fundraising goal. But the best thing about it is I'm also giving away this PC behind me. It's a custom water-cooled 10900K 3080 full looped system. Looks absolutely epic. The way you get in on that, just a $10 donation. Every $10 gets you 1 additional entry, and we'll be announcing the winner at the end of July. So such a great opportunity to not only support an incredible organization, but also to potentially win an amazing PC. Check out the link in the link tree for more information. So like I said, guys, good chance to help support something super awesome and help support me that's raising money. So $10 donation gets you 1 entry. Every $10 gets you an additional entry, and we're giving away that PC at the end of the month. But the deadline, because the climb's supposed to start sometime next week, if you want to get in and help me be #1, I would greatly appreciate it, because I don't like being in 2nd place or 3rd place. I want to be the top raiser, so helping something super awesome as well. So there's the link if you're going through as going on. So ads are getting ready to start. Then we'll come back and we'll put the show the boards, show the GPU and all that sort of stuff too. So anyway, but yeah, there we go right there. Apparently there's ads. I didn't know this is like a thing, right? New thing, but it lets me know when ads are coming. Hey, thanks to Town Scott. Thank you everybody for doing all that stuff. Okay, so this is the stealth edition of the GPU, and so it is actually different in the fact that if you were looking at the front of it, you can see there's actually no, it's only for certain, it's people who didn't sub who get the ads. So if you look at the front of the card, you can actually see there's no power. The power is actually on the back. So when we plug in, you're saying, hey, like I can see those cables right here. Once I plug in the card, it'll cover, because that's the slot, so I can plug in the cables for the GPU. Now, before I do that, what I'm actually going to do is grab our PSU and grab our PSU cables for the GPU, because it's a little easier to do it before you plug it in to the case. So yeah, so in other words, you won't even see the GPU cables. Yeah, that was the Lego Technic. Yeah, that was the Land Rover. Yeah, that was in the, there wasn't an ad. The ad that was just a fundraiser thing. There actually is an ad for some people, so. Yes, Ridgemont, that's this build, but in this one, we're not going to destroy, we planned this build, so it will not be ruined like Linus's was. We're going to do it better than Linus. Because he had to like destroy the case, and I don't think you need to do that to get what you want. Okay, so we got that ready. But we will see. We will see when I am done, if I am right. No, that's not. The hole is there literally. The hole is there so you can run the GPU cables behind. So you will not even see those cables. There we go. Okay, here we go, guys. So the best way to do this is actually via the side. A little bit more unique than what we're used to. There we go. Hey, thanks Joshua, appreciate that, man. Thanks for the you know what? Yes, I probably should have. Well, no, actually, it's actually fine. I forgot because these are Gen 5. So on one you're gonna be okay, and then there was a bunch of testing. It actually doesn't matter. So these will handle it all completely fine. Jeez, I'm crow. Oh, this isn't helping that this thing down here is magnetic. Okay. It's kind of been a fallacy. Shoot. Ugh. Okay, this is gonna be a pain in my patooey because this screw isn't quite magnetic. Okay. Okay, last. Okay. Okay, so this is how the build is going to look. So there it is right there. Obviously you here, let's give it a little bit of light. It's hard for you guys to see, but yeah, there's how the build looks. As you can see, you can't see any cables. There's no cables anywhere. And then especially when you have the case stuff done, you won't even see these up here, right? So it'll be all completely hidden. Everything will be, and so all you'll see is this essentially look, no other cables in general, and then including even from the GPU. So it's very, very clean in terms of how the look is. And like I said, we should be getting more than enough airflow. We've got everything set up to bench it once we're done with this, and so we should be good. So it's almost spooky like not seeing it because it almost seems like it's magic at that point in time. But here we go. Okay, so now what we just got to do now is get all of our PSU stuff done and get these run, and then that's kind of it. And I was telling you guys this is a Gen 5. You can actually see that this has the new Gen 5 power connector on it. So for your 3090 Ti or your 4000 series, this actually has the dedicated connector and cable for it, which is actually kind of cool. this is the dual, yeah. And the other thing too that's interesting too, check this out. This is how, another thing that's unique to Gen 5 is that this is a split CPU cable. So it's got two CPUs off of a single run as well. And then the last thing we need, unfortunately, is Molex. Man, Molex. Everybody say, blam, Molex. Yeah, boo, Molex. Okay. So here we go. We're gonna connect this. How does it smell? Well, that's pretty smellless, I must say. Okay, there we go. Then we got our Molex. Ew, Molex. Then we've got our CPU. And we got our other CPU right here. So we'll get this plugged in. Okay. We'll say lots of room for cables. Okay, so put that. Just gonna get these untangled. Okay, there we go. Let's grab this cable, plug it in. I made that hard for myself, by the way, and I recognize that now. Okay, side camera. Let's get these last screws into the build. There it is. I was like, why am I using my small one? Let's use the let's use the wow stick. What am I doing? There we go, wow stick. Okay, build is good. Much heavier now. Top down. Okay, there's that one. CPU, kind of an interesting one. Ooh, shoot. CPU kind of an interesting one. But the cool thing is they actually made it pretty easy. So what you can do is when you plug this in, go ahead and plug both, which makes it kind of nice. Music stopped. Please don't stop the music. Okay, so last, we don't actually have much else. The thing I gotta do is find my Molex, random Molex connector here. Molex, ooh. Well, that actually went in very easily, so I'm okay with it. Well, it's not stealthy. It's stealthy because it's in the back. So I guess that's stealthy, right? Okay. Okay, last cable. Trying to get this last little bit cleaned up here. Okay. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, build is done. And there we go. Pretty straightforward. There we go. Hitting here. Must be that. Okay. Oh, that's right there. go. I'll check one more time. All right, I straightened it a little bit. It was going to be fine, but straightened it a little bit. Oh shoot, calm down. I'm getting this not far enough. I will say this. I wish now I wouldn't have taken that little bit off. It's not hitting something, it's just like something is keeping it. Oh, it's this. Okay, that's what I'm hitting. There we go. It was the little, where I'd hid cables. Okay. So we're gonna go through our sponsor and deals real quick. Once we're done with sponsor and deals, then we'll turn it on, and then at that point in time, we're gonna benchmark it, make sure it's good. How are we doing likes on YouTube? There it is, guys. Cam link. Let's count our, get ready for our next predictions. We got to do that. $5, thanks, man. Crate White Shark, thank you for the sub. 901. Okay. 285, guys. We are 65 away. We have 530 people watching. So if you guys want to head on over, we only need 350 likes. Head on over to youtube.com/Robeytech Live. Let's get those last ones. We still have a lot of time left, but we still have some stuff that we're going to do, but like trying to knock it out so that way we just don't have to worry about it. There is the build. The Project Stealth build, basically built for performance, not like, whoa, okay, calm down, not like Linus. This one is all in, built the way that it should be, planned. We got all the right fans, all the right setups, everything should be good. So we'll find out here in just a few minutes. It's already got an OS on and all that sort of stuff, so we did bench it earlier, so. Okay, let's get this in. Get this away. All our tools kind of put away. Put this back. Okay. Okay, let's count our zip ties, odd or even today. Yeah, that was from an earlier count, earlier things. Here we go. How many zip ties? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 zip ties. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. 27. It is odd again today, guys. 27. There it is. 27. So it is odd. 27 odd. I know it's been odd like a lot. Okay, let's grab our laptop, take a look at our deals and stuff today, and we'll go from there. We're gonna add a splitter, by the way, guys, so we don't have to do this anymore. We've been improving the studio all week. And so this is one of the things that's like, oh, cool, now we have this like clump for plugging in all the stuff for a PC and a laptop, but it's just like having to come and do this every time. Wow, I like looped that through my mic. Okay. Okay, bring this up. Okay, put this away. this way. Okay. So you get done building an awesome PC like this, and you're like, hey, that's a great PC. I'm so happy with it. It's amazing. How could I be any happier? Well, now I need to go put an OS on it, unless you're a Linux team, and then if you're a Linux guy, awesome for you, and you don't have to worry about this. But if you're not a Linux guy and you want to go pick up a copy of, like, say, for instance, Windows, you're like, oh, you know, that seems like something you might need. So how much is a copy of Windows, you might ask? And so hopefully the screen pops up like it's supposed to. There it is. Yeah, so you can go to VIP/ooh. You're looking at we have the wrong screen here for this. Sorry. Actually, we'll just do this. Here we go. I'll make it this way. We'll make it easy. So you can see it. So then you go to some place like VIP/CDKdeals.com. So you're like, oh, okay, cool. How much is a copy of, like, Windows 10? So we'll take a look. Windows 10 is $106, but if you head over to VIP/CDKdeals.com and you pick up a copy there, instead of $6, you can actually pick it up for $22.72. But if you hit buy now, the cool thing is with my product key and with the sale that's going on right now, use our code RBCK at checkout, hit apply. And then you can, instead of $22.72, you can actually get it for $15.90. And if you have questions about that, we have tons of people here within the chat who've used this thing a bunch, so they are legit. What about Office? I mean, because that's another thing that could be very, very useful. You know, we're coming up on school in a couple months. I want to pick up a copy of Office. Well, here's Office 2019, regularly $212.32, but here you can get it actually for $66.46. But if you hit buy now, 48 cents. Hit buy now, same thing, use the same code at checkout, RBCK. Instead of $46 or $66, you can actually get it for $46. I forgot to hit apply. You can get it for $46.54. So some really, really great deals. If you're looking on software, they also sell games and some other things, but I think the product key, the keys actually only work on certain Microsoft products. So check it out. Like I said, it's legit. People have used it a ton, and if you have questions. Now, last thing I want to talk to you guys about, obviously, is our website. If you're always looking for good deals on hardware, like, you know, you want to pick up a copy, pick up a Project Stealth build or something like that, Robeytech.com is a great place to go and check out and and look for deals. You can also follow at Robeytech Deals on Twitter as well. This is also where you want to go if you want to actually have me build a PC for you here on the site. You can, or here on the show, you can go here, just click email Robey, and then you'll send me an email, and then we'll work through getting a commission done and all that sort of stuff. Also has our schedule, my schedule in terms of when I stream, as well as a location to our store. So if you want to buy stuff like our build mats, our t-shirts, all that sort of stuff is also located here. The one thing I want to talk to you about today, though, real quick, is build. So if you see a build, like for instance the build we're doing today, all of those builds are located here on the site. So you can see here's Project Stealth, where to purchase things if it was available, and then also like the build that we actually just did on yesterday as well. But let's see what deals Tom has for us today. So loading up our deals. Okay, so NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3070 is still on sale and in stock. So if you're looking for a 3070, $499.99 over at Best Buy. So you can still purchase that right now. This right here is a ridiculous deal, guys. This is the Corsair Vengeance A7200 system. It's got a 5600X in it, an RTX 3060 Ti, 16 gigs of RAM, and a 1 terabyte NVMe SSD for $1499. That is basically what it costs to build it. So yeah, you can buy a 3070 for $499 right now over at Best Buy. So if you wanted to just go build this system, that's how much it would cost you to build it, and that includes an AIO cooler. So that is a ridiculous cost. If you're looking for a pre-build or a really inexpensive system, there you go, right there. Intel 660p 1 terabyte NVMe SSD, $69.99. That's also crazy. T-Force 32 gigs. This is like the go-to for stock for budget RAM $79.99 for DDR4 3200 megahertz, or you can go 32 gigs for $150, which is nuts. 12400F on sale right now, $149.99. And then the MSI Pro B660M, if you wanted to put these two together, you can get a motherboard and a CPU for what, $260, which is pretty awesome. So deals I'm most excited about, both of these. You can go buy a 3070 right now, Founders Edition, over at Best Buy for $499.99, or you can go pick up this Corsair Vengeance with the 3060 Ti with a 1 terabyte NVMe and a 5600X for $1499.99. So good job, Tom. Man, that pre-built deal is nuts. That pre-built deal is bonkers, I just have to say. So good job, Tom, on the deals. What do you guys think? Oh, it's 32 gigs for $80. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, it's 32 gigs for $80. Well, I picked it up. Okay, wow. Sorry about that. I messed up. It's 32 gigs. Yeah, $14.99 is insanely good. That is such a good price for that system. I just gotta say, that's like I've never, to see a pre-built at that cost is pretty nuts. So, okay guys, well it's time. It's time to boot this up. It's time to stop getting my stuff stuck in my... Here we go. It's time to stop getting stuff stuck in my pocket. Okay. Okay, let's go into mood mode. How are we doing on likes on YouTube? Are we close? Wait, that didn't turn. One didn't turn off. It will hopefully soon. And then we should be able to hit the second hype train. So why don't we test for the second hype train too? Because we'll want to do that. Why is this not going off? One of these is not that one. My key light, one of my key lights isn't shutting off. Come on, key light, shut off. Okay, well, I'm not gonna overly worried about it. We can go ahead and start testing for hype train 2 as well. Oh, there it goes, finally. Woo. You guys ready? Project Stealth. Now, next prediction, with my setup, with what I've done and all of the planning I've done, I'm gonna be ambitious. Will CPU temps under load be 75 or lower? Will CPU temps under load be 75 or lower? And this is closed case, no shenanigans. We're not gonna basically undervolt it or anything like that. We're just gonna see if we can go 75 or lower with the plan that we did with the AFF12s, NFF12s, and making basically a build that is worthy of this concept. So yeah, that's what we're gonna. Okay, so let's get this in. But first, we just need to make sure it posts, right? That's the key. You guys ready? Here we go. There it is. Oh, so the light, I got the light on finally. There's the RGB. So it is on. And it posts. So there it is. It is posted. There it is right there. So we do have a post. So we are actually in, and we're going to load into the OS. So it's just going through the boot, and there it is right there, guys. So we have our game, we have all that sort of stuff in there. So we are actually in, the thing is good to go. So just say underload CPU temp 75 or lower, something like that. Get it into 45. Yeah, we added a single RGB strip just so you can see the build a little bit, because it's like if you didn't, then you couldn't see the RGB strip, and it's all white. So we added the RGB just so you could see inside of it a little bit. But yeah, but there it is, guys. What do you think? Here, we'll do the side view, and then we'll start the bench. Actually, it looks really good with the RGB. So here's with the so you guys can get a good view of it. There you go. We'll throw the glass on, because that's what we got to do for benching. No cables. No cables. No undervolting. It's just at stock, less 75 or lower. Just say CPU at stock 75 or lower. That's the thing. Wow, that actually looks really good with the I agree. I think the RGB strips ended up being a nice touch, and it's so weird because there is no cables. It just looks like everything's just kind of sitting there, which is crazy. I think this build looks better. It's hard to get it in person, but like in person, it actually looks really, really nice. So now the question is, how does it do? That's the question. How does it actually do? And we got white in the front as well. So here's from the wide angle. You can actually see that we actually have the front is lit up as well. Oh, unless the cam is frozen. So actually we'll go to front cam. So there's from the front. You can actually see it's actually lit up in the front as well. All white, so we got it all white everywhere. Okay, here we go. Now for the real test. How does it perform? We got it ready to go. Is it gonna be as awesome as we hope it would be? Is it gonna be so awesome as I hope it would be? Let's go to the benchmark station. Okay, let's get this camera set up here. Okay. Bum, 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 bum. I don't know if you guys ever seen, here, I'll show you the wide angle. Let's see if let's go to the wide angle so you guys can actually see. I don't think you've ever seen the new benchmark station, because it's like, it's been a while. So this is one of the things that we actually improved. Let me fix it here. Oh, is Maddie here to tell me that I need to do that? Okay, so here's the bench system, the bench stations. I don't think you guys have ever seen this here. So we've got 2 screens and all that sort of stuff. So this is like now how we bench. There's actually a second screen down there too. But that's actually where I sit, so when I bench, that's actually what I'm doing. So you have a big Xenon monitor and all that sort of stuff now. We're gonna do it for 30 minutes. We'll let it go for 15 minutes. I mean, if it jumps at that, 15 minutes should be okay. So, Maddie, do you need me to accept something? Probably, that's why you're on. Nope, she hasn't said anything. Okay. Let's get our keyboard and mouse. Ugh. So we're gonna be doing Ada 64. Is Org still here? I don't. Oh, okay. This jersey is from Envious. I'm not going to cut holes in it. No, I try to make a build that you do not need to cut holes in. Hey, what's up, Maddie? Hi, baby. How are you? It's good to see you. My daughter saying hi. Okay, guys. You ready? Here we go. Now for the tests. Now for the moment. I'm building up. I'm gonna give myself a little bit more headroom there. Not quite that small. You guys can see the build there, so you can verify that I like that angle though. you can see the build nicely. Ugh. Okay, let me get my chat up here so I can see you guys. Now that I'm in the butt, so I can see chat because I can't really see it all that well over here. Oh, Maddie just asked for more screen time. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Ugh. So, we are on the screen. You guys can see everything. Oh, let me bring up Twitch. I'm just going to bring up Twitch so I can see. Just easier if I have everything the same that I can see everywhere else. Okay. Okay, thank you very much. I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. So now let's bring up Ada 64. We're gonna have to do some restarting here and stuff like that. And I have not, just so you know, did Org say yes? I don't know. Did Org bail, or is he here today? He was here earlier. I just want to show him that we haven't changed any undervolt settings or anything like that, so I'm not doing anything wacky. Guys, we need, oh yeah. Okay, so let's install CPU ID, hardware info, hardware monitor. So that way he pulls. I want it. This is so he can see, because last time we did some testing, the power draw was off. Okay, so here's hardware monitor. Okay, so there's your packet, there's your power right there, right? This is what you wanted to see. And so there's your voltages. You can see everything there, Org. You good? Org makes sure, Org keeps me honest. And I appreciate that. 19 more likes, guys. Let's see if we can get that hype train going too. Okay, let's do the restart here and stress, yes. Okay, let's get we got to restart real quick. I'm not gonna worry about GPU hotspot. Right now, idle temps are pretty warm. Now we haven't set any fan curves, but I'm not actually overly worried about it because the fans should be good. Let's go and restart. Oh, did I just shut it all the way down? I think I shut it all the way. I think hopefully I hit restart. I think I might have shut it down. I don't know what's up with the yellow. Okay, so we're in the, so the weird thing about the BIOS, guys, by the way, for some reason with this new setup, the BIOS is weird. So what I'm doing is just looking through the fan curves. They're just on standard fan curves right now. So everything looks fine. So I'm just gonna leave them alone. So I didn't mess with anything. I'm just making DDR. Okay, so everything there looks good. Okay. And I'm just making sure XMP is enabled. Yeah, it's a screen resolution in the BIOS. It shows up if I would have not had it plugged into DisplayPort, then it works fine. But I have it plugged into DisplayPort and mirrored, so. No, it's not frozen, guys. It's waiting for the signal to come back. So you guys should see it now. Here it comes. Okay, let's get hardware monitor up. Okay, here we go. How's it gonna do? Okay, here we go. I'm gonna make this bigger. You guys can see more, and then we'll keep the voltages and stuff the same too. There we go. You guys can be able to see that pretty good. Here we go. Okay, so we're gonna let this run for a while. See what the temperature stays at. You can see the voltages there. Guys, I think I'm gonna win. This thing is crushing. This is like, we're not seeing climbs. I didn't do anything, org. I don't understand. You keep saying that stuff, but I'm not doing anything. All I did was install Windows. Oh, so it dropped to 70 there. So when was there an issue, org, you think? We are seeing temps slowly creeping, though. We're gonna let it, if we're at 15 minutes and it's staying in the 60s. I mean, look at those. I mean, you're seeing the cores too, right? Like you see all the core clocks. No, I haven't even installed the MCU. Here, I can hear it. I'll just show it. Here, check. Watch this. I'll run this now. I haven't done anything. So you'll even see that I haven't even had the security settings. You'll know I haven't messed with this at all. See? This is the first time ever been running. And then if I go to advanced tuning, I agree. See, so I haven't done anything, and there's no core volt. I haven't done anything. It's all default. Everything here is fine. So we'll try it again. I haven't done anything. I've done nothing to this system. The max here is 4,900. Some of them have hit 5,000. And this is using the latest BIOS too. I can restart and show you guys. Want to see if I didn't do anything in the BIOS. I've done nothing. All I've done is, so just to let people know, all I've done is, oh, sorry, wrong. All I've done is update the BIOS, run XMP, install the OS, install all the tools, install the games. I've done nothing else to this system at all. So anything that you can think that I'm doing, yeah, I can run R23. Yeah, hold on. We're down to test this any way you want. That might be a different run too. I was expecting Ada. Okay, I'm just installing, here you go, I'm installing Cinebench. Do. There we go, test. You guys, what do you want to run, single or multi? Oh, lower the music? Okay, multi. Hold on, I'm gonna lower the music. The music's been, you guys haven't complained about it at all. Is that better? Okay. Hey, I'm letting you guys drive it. Here we go. So we're gonna run multi-core, 10-minute start. It's 154 watts. Yeah, that's what it's running right now. The temps are up here. Here's the temp right here. It's 71. So there are temps right here. I don't know if I can say it. I don't know if I can make it bigger. I can make it dark here. I don't know if that helps. I might be able to, yeah, I can't make it any bigger. Temps are 71, 72. It's staying consistent at 71, 72. Guys, I have done nothing to this. The only thing is that I don't know if you guys know, but there was a microcode update one BIOS ago. A ton of microcode updates just went out. So I'm hoping this does have the IME update and all that. So there has been microcode updates that have gone in there that a lot of boards have started to take in there. So if you may not be, this might be a BIOS thing with the latest BIOS updates, because this has been happening on every single one of our boards, and we update to the latest BIOS. But I have done nothing to this system. You want to just go back and reset to default settings? Is that what you want to do, or Chaos? Well, that's what he's saying. We should be getting 80 more watts. Do you think, do you think it could be a microcode thing, Org? Because I mean, that's the thing I was talking about, is like they've just done a bunch of microcode updates as part of the motherboard manufacturers putting too much power through them and all that sort of stuff. To be honest, guys, Org, you do have to say, though, 72, that's dang good. This cooler is having no issues, both CPU and GPU, for cooling. Because just to be clear, the GPU temps right now are 45, it's 64. It's 64 degrees on the GPU. I mean, you guys, that is like, I'm pretty sure if we really wanted to, we could put a 12900K in here and it might actually be okay. So can we call this, yes, we won. I think the answer is yes. We hit, oh yeah, we did hit 75. I said 75 or lower. Well, let's do this. Let's stop. What I want to do now is let's undervolt it. Let's undervolt it, and let's overclock it, because that's the real test, right? Or do you guys want me to just rip this out and put a 12900K in there? I don't think a 12900K would make sense, but guys, this is proof. And what I'm trying to do is, I'm just trying to show that if you want to do a Project Stealth build, and again, just understanding, and I think Org and everybody would agree, there are some limitations in this case, heavily, but you can still have an incredible build that does perform very well, and you just need to be smart about how you set it up. And this one is, we can get a lot of air through the top. That's how we're going to feed everything, and we're giving the GPU and the CPU plenty of power. Plenty of air to keep it cool. You guys want to try a 12900K just for fun? I mean, we're not ending anything. So would you guys rather? Okay, let's do a vote. Let's put it up to a poll. Poll: 12900K or overclock this 12600 or this 12700K? That's the question. Yeah, I know. Org, yes, that's a good point. Org is absolutely right. The only thing that's important is you would need to go buy. Dang it! This isn't recording. The only thing that's important is you would need to go buy $120 in Noctua fans, and a Noctua cooler. Yeah, that's true, BMOC. I mean, you could, and that would be an interesting test too, right? Is throw the VTrue on here. Again, I don't think you're going to need Noctua fans. I think I wanted to go overkill to make sure we had something that was absolutely crazy, but I don't even think you need Noctua fans. I don't even think you need Noctua fans to make this go crazy. Okay, guys, vote is coming up from Blondie, and the vote is: do we overclock or do we replace with a 12900K? So drop in a 12900K or overclock the 12700K. No, the prediction's done. The prediction, we won. The prediction was success. We got all night, do both. The prediction was a success. We won. Well, I could just do it in XTU, BMOC. Because all we could, we could do it in XTU, right? We don't need to do it in BIOS. Oh yeah, let's overclock it, and then we'll do the 12900K anyway. I mean, look at these temps though. I mean, but again, this is what you were talking about. Look at this. The powers are staying pretty low. All right, let's do this. Open up XTU. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. You think a plus point? You could probably do it with. Okay, I'll do it. Okay, plus 0.25. This is like not. What the heck is? Oh, core voltage. Core voltage up. Sorry, wrong one. Okay, plus 2.5. And 5.1. Okay, here we go. Save. Okay, let's give it a go. And then I'm just gonna run multi-core. So 220 watts. Temperatures are in the 80s, 90. But we're not thermal throttling. That kept it under control. I bet you, I don't think it would go much higher than that though. Yeah, I don't, oh, sorry guys. Sorry about that. My bad. Okay, so I did this. Okay, so let's run it one more time so you guys can see it. Here it is right here. So we've got it. This was running, that's it right there. Temperature you can see got up to 97. Here we go, one more time. But I think we could do it with like just leaving the core voltage alone. But there's your core voltages right there. I mean, technically we're running overclock without. I mean, but this is a voltage. This is an undervolt. This is an overvolt. I don't think we need this kind of wattage. I mean, we're hitting 5.1 on all cores. Let's try it again. Let's see if we can. I think we can do this again. I'm gonna just try this. Here we go. Let's go to XTU. Let's set our voltage. I'm gonna try this with a 0.25 undervolt. Start. There we go. Look at those temps. Look at those temps. Oh, we crashed. No, so it's going to be a little bit more than that. Oh, it died. Okay, so we blue screened. Yeah. Okay, guys, what we can do, let's get the hype train going. We can get the hype train going. We're having fun. I'll do like a 0.01 and start with that. Okay, so we are in the BIOS now. Okay, let's do. So we've been we're testing Project Stealth, which I think everybody's surprised what we've been able to do. And there it goes, YouTube goals reached, guys. Let's get that second hype train going. Let's get some likes going. Let's get some. You guys can make this happen. I don't know what it. I don't know why it showed up that time, but it feels like it's having boot issues. So I might load optimized defaults here. Right now it's just taking its time. Yeah, I don't understand why it showed up that time or not. Hive Country giving a community sub. Thank you very much, my friend. This thing's struggling to boot. XMP was on. I just hit boot anyway. I didn't look at it. BMOC dropping one gifted sub. Come on, guys, we can do it. Like 2 or 3 more people, and then we'll start hype train. This thing seems like it's in trouble. Hold on. We might have to pull the battery. I should have hit load optimize defaults. Let's keep it going. Come on, guys. We were trying to get that second hype train to go. Because we're trying to get towards that 1,000 goal. Did I hit the power? There it goes. SRT logic's going. There it goes. See, now this time it didn't show up on the other one. Here, like it's okay. Okay, wow. Okay, so now it's back up. Okay. That was weird. Okay, here we go. So let's try that again. One more thing and hype trains happens. One more, come on guys. 2 minutes, let's make it happen. Yeah. Advanced tuning, I agree. Okay, so let's do just a 0.5. Go to 5.1. Again. Apply. We won't go crazy like I did. Okay, starting 1 run. Still 83. There we go, hype train. Oh, and it's, oh no, it's still going. Ooh, that weirded me out there for a minute. That's a good temp. What do you change the time from? Oh, and you know what? Something else I could do is this. Well, the turbo boost is, and we can do this too. Oh, there it goes, blue screen. So I'm wondering if that one, like, we'll have to keep, we might have to keep the voltage up. I mean, again, though, we're still playing with, I mean, I don't think, if you would have saw Linus's video, like, that's the deal, though. If you would have seen Linus's video, I don't think you would have thought that you could do any overclocking, much less what we're doing using this case right now. So I'm just saying, this is completely reasonable. The question is, will it boot? Yeah, here. So here's the deal. Look at this. This time, org, it did go into the BIOS. So it's like literally just like when we get the boot failure. So let's just go, let's do load optimize and then reboot. Then we'll see what happens. And then we'll reset XMP, and then we'll just do stock again. But see, this time now it didn't. It showed up on DisplayPort. Did not go into the. Okay, so this is like, so I did load optimized default on this one. So we'll just run, so this should all be reset. Just verify. Oh, no, agree, no, I don't want this. There we go. Okay, so car voltage, it's all set here, nothing turbo boost is saying. We're at stock stuff one more time. The only thing I didn't do is set XMP. So we're gonna try this and we'll start with the first one. Well, let's just use Cinebench. So this is load optimized defaults this time. Set this to 10 minutes. There it is, it's sitting at 150 again. So I mean, you saw me reset it. Hey guys, come on, level 2, we're almost done. We got 20 seconds. No butt, no butter butt. We got 20 seconds to see if we can finish this out. Well, no, we were just, he was looking at the stock stuff though. 14, 13, 12. Come on, come on, we can get to level, there we go. Come on, it's fly by me. SRT, 6, 5, 4, 3, oh, PC guy coming in with 1 community sub, taking it to the next tier. So yeah, it's just sitting at 4, it's like doing 4.7. Okay, so let's stop this. So again, you can see I haven't done anything. Like I didn't do it, it's like it's just what the board's doing. Okay, so let's go to XTU just one more time. We're gonna keep stock settings. So we're gonna keep stock offset. Let's set it to 5.1. And let's just set it up to, 40 seconds. How about we try that? Let's start there. Okay, here we go. I'm just gonna run it because it's just gotta run once. That seems okay. Hey, Gunlogger, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Jim Wilson, thank you for the gifted sub. Hey, that made it through. There we go. There we go. So that seemed fine. Thank you, Justin Jam 80 for 1 gifted sub. Guys, we're getting super close to... Can we get to 950? Then we'll be almost at 1,000. What do you think? This is going pretty well. So let's try 80 seconds. See, I think there's a lot, like you said, we're gonna try and see how far where this can go. Three minutes, guys. I don't know, BMOC, this seems pretty good. Org, what do you think? This seems pretty good. We might actually be able to go all the way to 120. Yeah, it could, I mean, the VRMs of this could be, I mean, but again, dude, this thing is getting so much bloomin' air. Well, here, let's do this. Let's do this. Then we'll set a 10-minute and start it here. Yeah, I can. 2 minutes, guys. We're getting there. We just got to finish it out. This thing is blowing some hot air out of this thing. Let's finish out level 5 at least. Come on, we can do it. We got 2 minutes left. Don't let the hype stop. I'm doing all the things you guys want me to do. That's your, I don't actually know what this is. Oh, it's your RAM temps. Wrong core, that's what it was at stock. I didn't mess with that at all. Hey, thank you for the gifted sub. 1 minute and 22 seconds left, guys. Yeah, there's a lot. I mean, like, again, this is just base level. I mean, I know we're just doing something. I mean, but again, I guess the point I'm trying to make, guys, is that this was, to be clear, this is the same case that Linus drilled holes in and was getting terrible temps. We just planned a better build in it, and it's doing awesome. You know what I mean? So it's overclocked. Temps are, for overclocking, temps are fine. The fans are doing a good job. Yes, we did overcompensate with some very, very good fans, but I'd say, like, in some regards, like, there's quite a bit of headroom. Yes, I did brute force cooling, and that's what it did. But at the same time, I think what it's showing is that you could air cool this. Like, we could go through and do this again with less expensive fans, like ML120 Elites or something less expensive than Noctua fans, and do the same configuration with a V-True or whatever it was, and still get pretty reasonable temps at a 12700K. I just don't think. Oh, we didn't finish the hype train, guys. I just don't think that people sometimes, when they look at this stuff, it's like when you looked at what the parts that Linus was given. Yeah, that was just doomed to fail at the beginning. And I guess what I was just trying to show is, like, hey, you can do something and still have a build like this. It's just, you're probably going to air cool. I'm still thinking you could probably, if you did the right fans and then pushed with, and then did exhaust with the right airflow fans at the top, you might be okay there too. But I mean, even if we did, like, there are very inexpensive airflow fans. Yeah. So I think that was more my point. Yeah, or like the Silent Wing 4. By the way, guys, this is still just continuing to run. I think we have a stable overclock here, and temps are getting in the low 90s. Yeah. So anyway, I think this was a success. I think that we would consider this a successful build. And I think what I'm saying is like, I think we've done something really cool with this. I think we've done something that I don't think people thought could be done, but I wanted to show, and that's what when I talked to Gigabyte about this, I was like, guys, I just feel like if you're gonna send something to somebody like Linus, and you're like, hey, Linus, here's what we want you to do, and here's how we think it is, right? Or like if, Main Gear is gonna do the same thing, like temps apparently on this with their 360 millimeter AIO are around the same temps that we're getting here. But again, I just feel like you have to you have to plan for it, and I think that was more the point I was going to show. Is not only can we make some really epic looking stealth build, but at the same time it can also perform very well. So we didn't actually unlock one of the. So we only have one giveaway. We didn't actually unlock the third. So, but yeah, we haven't done that. And then temps, it's still running. Temps are staying in the low 90s. So we're gonna do one now. We're gonna do one now. What did the vote end up being? I don't know what the vote ended up being. Yes, but Robey, one issue, you were probably in air-cooled conditioned studio, put the system in my room in the summer where the ambient gets 85. That's gonna push those temps right past the red line. I mean, again, yes, but if we left it at stock, the stock one wouldn't Legitsu. This thing would be absolutely fine. I mean, again, yeah, overclock, yes, but not, we have this overclock right now. This isn't a stock setting. If I run it at stock, it's in the 60s. The thing is that you do have to understand that as air passes through fans, it does increase speed and drop temperatures regardless of the ambient outside temperature, right? You do, like, that's just aerodynamics. So yes, even, but again, it's also saying, yes, you're absolutely right. If you're running this system on the sun, like I can't control that, right? Yes, if you're running at Death Valley, this is probably not gonna run as well as it does here. And I don't feel like that's a fair criticism because I think the same thing would also exist in any other big airflow case. We've just created, what we've done is we've essentially created a inverse pop mini air. Because the fans are basically intake and exhaust, and then we've created additional airflow. So. Okay. What was the vote? I didn't see what the vote ended up being. Yeah, and legit, like, you're absolutely right. Like, again, oh, it was overclock. Okay, so we did. Okay, good. Well, then we did what we were going to do. Yeah, I think you're right. Like, again, I want to, and let me let me be clear. This is not the best case in the world. This is far from the best case in the world. We had to really think about what we could do to make this build work. Org is absolutely right. This was we spent $150 in fans. Do I think you need to spend that much? No. I think that if you really wanted to go out there and do something less expensive, you absolutely could. But I mean, this build is a 3070 12700K system that's $2,600. And you could probably do it, and you could probably do it for less. And that's a 2 terabyte Gen 4 NVMe drive, and the temps at stock are absolutely fine. Ask Gigabyte about the processor being power limited. Okay, I'll send me an email. Send me an email, and I'll ask them about that. So High Country, I would say this. So High Country saying I wouldn't air cool it. Laugh out loud. Problem solved. The issue with the AIO cooling, though, is that the only place to mount in this case, you only can do front-mounted AIOs in this case. So you're like AIO cooling, you're essentially still air cooling with an AIO because you have to give it air. And it's going to be worse. I don't know if AIO cooling, unless you did the same fans that I did, and then you basically took you did a push configuration where you were basically just trying to get as much air in and then brute forcing air against that front thing. That's about the best you could do because essentially you're just gonna have a ton of disturbance in that front. Yeah. What's up, Gadowski? I think the problem that people have is that, again, I think some people think that that air cooling is sub to AIO cooling, and that's not entirely true. There are, in many cases, and in certain special circumstances, like I'd say in this case, air cooling is going to be better than any AIO cooling situation that I can think of. Now, we haven't tested this, but I'm guessing that I'm not going to be able to get the temps in AIO that I could do with an air cooler here. You can't mount a 240. In fact, the problem isn't the thickness of the radiator, it's the fact that the top of the VRMs make it impossible. We tried mounting it, yeah. You cannot top mount a 240 millimeter. The only thing you can do is front mount your AIOs. And if you look at Main Gear's site, their AIOs are front mounted as well. Hey, Legitsu, I want you to think about something. How do you cool the liquid? And then think about the statement you just made. And the other thing too is, what is the AIO made of? And ambient still cooks the temperature inside the water. Yeah, but again, you still have to cool it one way. If your liquid will settle at a temperature. And again, it's completely up to the fans. If that was 100% true, think about it. If you didn't put any fans on it and you just let it run, eventually your temperatures would go to a place because they have to settle. It's liquid in thermodynamics, buddy. Yes, liquid can and is a better soaker for heat, but again, over time, unless you're cooling with really good fans, you're going to hit a balance, yeah. The fans are just as important as the radiator, and that's why thickness of radiator and stuff like that becomes a big thing. And then even why you have to do push-pull on certain radiators. So, I'm not saying that air cooling is the king. I'm just saying that people think that it's far worse than it actually is. It's not. Yeah, rads still need airflow. And that's the problem. I think you hit the right point right there. And that's the biggest thing, right? Like, the one thing that's really nice about AIOs is the amount of room that they don't take, right? Yeah, well, yeah, Neo and Satori, there's a lot about it, yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that's the biggest thing, is an air cooler, for it to, the more effective it is, the bigger it takes. And that's why you look at things like the freaking Ice Giant and all those other ones, right? They just start taking massive amounts of space. I like AIOs for the simple fact that they don't take up a ton of space. They're easier to basically get cooling. They require less in terms of maintenance to get them to cool, right? But I think a lot of people effectively don't do very good jobs of taking care of AIOs either, but yeah. I agree, High Country. I think that's for sure too. They're going to have to do some modification to this does need a better case. It still does, like flat out. Like, for this to be more widely adopted, it needs a better case. That's hands down. But I wanted to show, yes, you could build something that was awesome, and we built something better than what Linus did, and we didn't have to destroy the case. And Linus, to be clear, and I think Org would even do this, the build that I built was less expensive because the air cooler plus fans was less expensive than the 360 water force that he put in that build. This build was less money than what he spent on that AIO cooler. Yeah, Neo standard, that's the thing. Yeah, Legitsu. But the point I was trying to make is that, like, you know, Org was making fun of me because it's like I spent all that money on fans. To be clear, he had a $283 AIO on his. So, yeah, and it does. And Main Gear, just so you know, Main Gear owns the patent. So Main Gear, this is a collaboration between Main Gear and Gigabyte, and Main Gear has pre-built rights to this. But Main Gear is the one who owns the patents to all these things. This one here, let me bring it up. Well, let's take a. Well, there's actually quite $230 or something like that. Here, let's bring it up. Let's go to good old Newegg.com. So there is some very expensive AIOs. First one is the Z73. which was sold by Newegg, is $253.99. The one that he used was the Aorus 360 Waterforce X, which is $219, $219.99. To be super clear, I'm using the U12A, which is $146. So $146, okay, so, and then I have $150 in fans. So mine's, yeah, my cooling solution's still more expensive. Nope, I was wrong about that. So 146, and then if you counted all the fans, I spent more money on fans. Yeah, because everything else in his was the same, yeah. Yeah, he was sponsored, so to be clear, he was sponsored to do it. Oh yeah, fans make a big difference. No, Neo, those have always been that price. I've wondered how much is the H150i LCD? It's the reason they're expensive is because of the, yeah, this is why they're expensive. It's because of the screens. So this is $289. This is the one I was thinking of. Yeah, and there are good, I mean, like, again, there are good airflow fans that are less expensive. So you don't have to do Noctua. We just did Noctua because we knew. So, yeah. Guys, I mean, I love these kind of conversations, right? Like, again, the conversation is more just in terms of, you know, I just wanted to show that you could do something and at the same time just talk about this stuff, yeah. Yeah. Okay, I think that's it. Let's run those giveaways real quick. Looks like we got enough time for a little bit of about an hour of gaming. I got some stuff to do, and I've already got Hearthstone on here, so we're good there. But let's go ahead and at least do the giveaways and get that going. We have 2 giveaways, right, Blondie? What are they? Just to make sure I'm right. Did you guys enjoy this, though? Here's the question. Did you guys enjoy this? Did you guys like the one-on-one, the benchmarking? This is all the new stuff that we're trying to add in here. And I am wrong. I will be honest. I get things wrong sometimes. I'm not always right. I don't pretend to always be right. Org proves me wrong all the time. BMOC proves me wrong all the time. There are people who know more than I do, and so I love learning from you too. And this is what I like. This is the stuff that I enjoy doing. And so let's go from there. Okay, so Blondie said, let's run those. What were they again? Sorry, Blondie, because it went through there. But so I appreciate you guys being up. So I will, if I'm mistaken, I apologize. I will never pretend to be the smartest guy in the room. Yeah. I will ask him about it, Org. I like how honest, he's like, I'm always half AFK at these things. He's like, he just has it up. Okay, so 25, okay, 2 of those. Okay, so let's go to CamLink, we're gonna do these, and then we're gonna get to some gaming, guys. Gonna have a little bit of fun with this build. We got the gaming on here. Okay, so we got 2 $25 Newegg gift cards. Exclamation point Newegg now, guys. Exclamation point Newegg now. So next stream is going to be on Tuesday. It's a mod workshop. There is no stream on Monday. So it's going to be a weird stream week next week, just because we have the EVGA 20 their anniversary stream, and then we also have the mod workshop, and so they're on weird days. They're on Tuesday, which means I fly back Wednesday, and then I fly again on, I'm going to try and do a stream on Thursday, and I might fly to EVGA on Friday morning. If that works, then there'll be a stream on Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and then we'll pick it up again on Saturday if everything works the way that it is. Also, don't forget, we still are trying to do the donations and stuff. I'm going to play that video real quick while we're waiting for the giveaway. What's up, guys? Robeytech here, and one of those incredible opportunities where I'm doing something for charity. This one is for Footprints of Fight. Footprints of Fight is an organization that comes and stands behind families that are dealing with children who have cancer, doing things like cleaning services, providing groceries, gas cards, etc., while they deal with this incredibly difficult time. I'm actually summiting Mount Rainier, the tallest mountain here in Washington, as part of this fundraising goal, but the best thing about it is I'm also giving away this PC behind me. It's a custom water-cooled 10900K 3080 full loop system. Looks absolutely epic. The way you get in on that, just a $10 donation. Every $10 gets you one additional entry, and we'll be announcing the winner at the end of July. So such a great opportunity to not only support an incredible organization, but also to potentially win an amazing PC. Check out the link in the link tree for more information. Okay, so anyway, guys, don't forget about that. Good chance to win a 10900K / completely custom water-cooled system if you're interested in that as well. So that should be a lot of fun. Super, guys. I think this was a fun stream. I had a really good time. I really appreciated you guys coming down, chatting, talking to me. I love the little discussion we had about AIO versus air cooling, that you guys are all wrong and that I'm absolutely right. Just kidding. And I love that we got to do a build and walk through stuff together. And I always appreciate that. So yeah. Congratulations, by the way. It looks like we got our Dougie freshness, and looks like it's City Twister HD. You guys are both the winners of the $25 Newegg gift cards. Also, I think today's Saturday, right? So, Blondie, Igor Farger 32, and Braythorn. Can you write those ones down? Those are our top 3 subs. We're gonna get their names on the board. We're gonna write their names on the on our build mat. So we're going to be filling this build mat and then giving this build mat away as a thank you to all of our amazing supporters every time. Oh, did the ad happen? I'm sorry, guys. Did the ad happen? I'm sorry. Sorry about that. I apologize. I didn't know that was going to happen. Okay, so if you want to stick around, we're going to jump in. We're now going to take this build and actually do some gaming on it. So we're going to be jumping in and playing some Hearthstone. I did download Fall Guy, so maybe we'll do some Fall Guy. I don't know. We might do that. I know that a lot of people are really enjoying that. But I really do appreciate all of you guys sticking around. Let's go ahead and get some gaming going. But outside of that, if you are on YouTube, so YouTube folks, I am going to be saying goodbye to you YouTube folks right now. Just because it messes with the algorithm, so super appreciate you hanging out with me tonight. We are going to be back again, like I said, on Tuesday for Mod Workshop. So that's going to be the plan for Tuesday. Outside of that, for you folks on YouTube, we'll see you guys later. Twitch, getting ready to do some gaming.